Hi, it's us again,
Mr.
and Mrs.
Neufeld. We're so honored that you would allow us to take a second video for you. We hope you enjoy it. So without further ado, we'll read the first question.
First question is, where did you meet?
We actually met online. We are a product of online dating, so for the past 6 years, we're proof that it does work. But where we actually first physically met was at an airport.
Yes, in Cebu, Philippines, where I am from and where I was born. That's where we first met. Do you go back to that place? Yes, actually, we are going there, or we're going back to Cebu this coming December to celebrate Christmas with my family. And that is going to be his first Christmas in the Philippines.
I can't wait. I'm very excited.
And yes, how do you feel when you go back there? I feel very excited, of course, not just because I'm from there, but also because there's a lot of good and sweet memories with him, especially at the airport. So when we land, we can point, oh, that's where we first met. Stuff like that.
As for me, I feel very honored. It's kind of like a milestone or achievement in our marriage. Every time we go back there, it's like this is where it all began, and look how far we've come.
Yeah. What is your favorite memory there?
That would have to be it. Just seeing her for the first time. It's a funny story. She was actually very shy, so she was hiding behind a car. And so when I came around the corner, I'm looking at her brother-in-law, and I'm looking at her hiding behind the car, and I thought there was something on my face, or maybe she didn't recognize me. It was very comical.
My favorite memory there is the same as his favorite memory. That's where we first met, and the first time I saw his beautiful eyes.
Aww.
Yeah.
Next question.
Where did you go on your second date?
So for our second day, we actually went to a mall. She was doing a nursing review at the conference room right below my hotel. So her schedule was really full, so we didn't really have a lot of time to go on a lot of dates to spend time together. So our second date was actually in a mall where we walked around and just spent time with each other. It was a great second date. I would never change it for anything.
Yes, it was fun because, we were just laughing at each other, sharing some experiences, stuff like that. It wasn't that extravagant or, typical formal date, but it was absolutely memorable. So what is your favorite date spot and why? We have 2 answers for this question. Go ahead.
The first date spot that we really enjoy was a dinner cruise in Tokyo. In Tokyo Bay, underneath the big Rainbow Bridge, or the Tokyo Bridge. With the lighting, the ambiance, and her sitting across from me, it was just a really magical time. And just sharing that with her and one of our memories will always be in the back of my mind every time I see her.
Yeah, and then the second one, which is the most important and most, favorite spot or perfect, all positive
It was the best.
words, would be our wedding venue.
Absolutely. It was, the setting, it was up in the mountains overlooking the ocean.
And
we had a waterfall. It was something straight out of a movie. It'll always be in our minds, and that's something we'll be able to share with our kids one day.
Yeah, and it is also a perfect date spot.
Absolutely.
After our wedding, we stayed there for another day, and it was just another date, another first date, because it was so romantic, and that's the exact place where we said I do's and exchanged our rings and started our forever.
So the next question is, where do you like to spend time together? I know it sounds cliche, but just wherever we are together is where we like to be, to spend time together. Just being around her every single day is a blessing in my life.
Aww, thank you, baby. Me too. Yes, that is true. We can even just stay at home or go to a mountain or a mall, and we just really enjoy each other's company. That's the best thing about being together.
When did you know he or she was the one? That it was real and where were you? So I knew she was the one when I was stationed in Korea at the time, and we were still dating, long distance dating, and it was during the holidays, and everybody around me had someone to share something special with. And of course she was so far away from me, she wasn't physically there. But I knew she was there with me, emotionally and spiritually. And that's when I knew that she was the one that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her.
Me, I knew that he was the one when he was brave enough to meet my family, especially my dad. And also, when I found out that he was a very God-fearing person. I mean, I prayed for that kind of husband. I prayed for that, to meet somebody who have a big love for God, and he has a big love for God. So I knew it. This man is the one, right for me.
Me.
Yeah. Okay, next is, what does commitment mean to you?
The day that I put that ring on my wife's finger, the day we got married, that ring is a symbol of commitment. And it also means that every day that I wake up, that I'm going to give you 100%. And it basically solidifies the dedication that I'm going to have to her through thick and thin, through sickness and health, to always be the 100%. So commitment to me is putting that ring on her finger, and every day from then on, just being there 100%.
And commitment to me is C-H-A-S-E.
Aww.
Chase, his name. And also, being there no matter what happens. Like, there's no such thing as perfect marriage. There's always going to be a lot of ups and downs. And that will really test and show you how committed you are to your partners. Be there. Hold on, no matter what.
And the one thing I forgot to mention is, commitment to me is waking up every day and falling in love with my wife all over again. And every time I see that ring on her finger, it takes me directly back to the time we got married, and I dedicated myself to her, and I completely committed myself to her. Love you.
Love you. No.
Does New York City play a role in your relationship, and why is it important? So one of the things, I think when something's important, you share it. And one of the things that's important to us is our bucket list, or places that we want to go together. We've checked off a lot of places in our marriage, but one place we haven't gone yet that we both want to go is actually New York City.
Yeah, so it plays a very important role because we shared the same goal. Like, yes, we're gonna go here, we're gonna enjoy, and that's like in our we are very determined to, like, one day we're gonna go visit New York City.
We'll get there.
Yes.
So the next question is, where do you feel most comfortable together?
In his arms. We're very comfortable with each other in our own bedroom. It's just because we know that that is our, like, safe haven, and we just love to hang out in our room with our PJs and watch TV, and then bring some food inside the room with our dog Wasabi and our cat Marshmallow, and it's just
we just have a family time, just being ourselves, without having to worry about putting on a show or a face for anybody, and just being real with each other. Next question is, what first attracted you to one another? This one's easy. So obviously you've seen it. Her eyes are like jewels. They're so deep and magical. I love it. I love it.
magical.
Magical.
She's gonna
again.
Give you a spell.
She's gonna put me under her spell with her eyes. They say the eyes are the window to the soul, and in her case, it's absolutely true.
Thank you. Me too. His eyes as well. Actually, he tells me that I have a beautiful eyes. That's not even true. His eyes are more beautiful than mine. He has a hazel eye color, brown blah, something like that. It's really pretty. And
Thank you.
Also his golden heart. You can't see it, but
Oh.
it's gold. It's expensive.
What are your keys to success? I feel that one of our keys to success is laughter. We're always laughing, always making each other happy. Another one is honesty. Just being honest and real with each other 24 hours a day, so there's no facades, there's no hidden curtains.
So in addition to that, I also believe that one of the important keys to success is being able to have your back to your spouse and vice versa. Like, you have to help each other, lift each other's spirit, and also, just be there, be supportive, and make sure and give your spouse an assurance that no matter what, you're not alone. We're in this together.
Absolutely. There's something about knowing that someone has your back thick and thin, no matter what. There's a certain calm about it, or where you can find solace.
And the last question is, what do you do every day to make your relationship stronger?
One of the things I do for my wife is I tell her every morning before I go to work, when she's sleeping, I kiss her on the cheek and I whisper in her ear and say, I love you. I can say it 10 million times in a day, and it will never get watered down because, one, it's the truth, and two, I could never say it to her enough.
Aww. And also, praying together is very important.
Absolutely.
I believed in that quote, the family that prays together stays together. And I think that is the one good reason why we are happy with each other. There's no such thing as perfect relationship. There's gonna be ups and downs, but because of our faith and because we pray together, God is there to keep us strong and
hold us together. So one of the keys to success, or one of the things that we do to make us successful, is we pray every single night and we do a Bible study together. That's what she's alluding to.
Yeah.
So that sums up our video specifically for you. We hope that you'll consider us and you honor us by allowing us to have a second chance to audition for you. Thank you so much for your time, and hopefully we hear from you.
Thank you, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.